It had been a few years since the end of the Tournament of Power. Goku proved to be the most powerful mortal in the 12 universes, and was named one of the new destructive gods, to which Goku rejected that position. "Great Daishinkan-sama, I really appreciate it, but I'm not a destroyer. My only purpose is to become more powerful."
"I understand, Mr. Goku, but are you sure? Since you may regret that."
"Heh, of course, Daishinkan. I'm sure I don't want to be a destroyer." Daishinkan would turn his back on him and would leave the castle of the great Zeno-sama. Goku would go to planet Earth and would have much more power even than of a god of destruction, having received training from Daishinkan for a few months. He defeated the Devourer of Worlds Moro without any difficulty and combined the Ultra Instinct with his base state. Wow, now even I don't even have to access the Ultra Instinct. I'm able to keep my 5 senses to the max. So if I access the Ultra Instinct, my reflexes intensify. Meanwhile, in a faraway place, a great meeting of the divine beings would take place. Even the powerful Zeno-sama of the future was against Son Goku, so he was able to seal the Zeno-sama of the present. "I'm sorry, even if we're the same person, you have to become too attracted to that dirty mortal. We must eliminate all kinds of threat."
As soon as all the gods realize, even the great Zeno-sama supports them. They must eliminate Son Goku once and for all. But Daishinkan-sama, what's the reason for that? Even Son Goku's able to make all the destroyed universes back to normal. A debate would begin between the gods and angels, and this was because of eliminating Son Goku. They had him, the great Zeno-sama, had held the Tournament of Power. A tiny group of gods with Son Goku were able to come back to life, but a great pressure would spread all over the place, making the gods and angels fall to their knees in the same room, trembling. "I don't care if they're against or not. There are orders, and if they refuse, the only thing left for them is to die. Do they understand?" "Of course, Daishinkan-sama. Please, stop releasing your pressure."
Daishinkan stopped this pressure, so the gods, along with the angels, were able to go to Universe 7. The elimination of Son Goku once and for all on hand. In this universe, Goku and Vegeta were training, since their intention of this training was to master their energy completely and not cause damage to planet Earth.
"The training is kind of boring, because even though we're fighting, we can't fight with all our might."
I understand, but we're in a learning process. We must be able to master all our energy. Goku, having the reflexes much sharper than Vegeta, would see a large sphere of the size of a planet approaching them, and with an incredible blow was able to send Vegeta flying, while Goku was able to stop that sphere of energy, which to the ordinary eye was invisible, but his sharp senses were able to notice. Vegeta, trying to get closer, didn't see anything, was flying. The incredible attack possesses the ability to observe, leaving them both surprised. Goku, not able to release much more power, retreated a few meters. "Hell, that damn sphere collides with me. If there aren't any dust left from me." Goku was about to die and was surprised since the angel and teacher had appeared in front of him. That's right, Whis, the angel of Universe 7, appeared in front of Goku. "Lord Goku, run away! The entire Divine Kingdom has opted for its elimination. Although several gods don't wish to do so, they've threatened death." "What did you say, Whis? But why does the whole Divine Kingdom want me dead?" Before Whis could answer, this energy sphere was able to explode, powerful enough to even end the life of an angel. Beerus was watching, likewise burst into fury.
"I don't care if I have to die in this place. I'm the most powerful god among you. You, Goku, get out of here! I'll stop you!"
The moment Beerus was about to end the life of a god, he would completely be stopped by Daishinkan.
"I knew you and Whis would disobey my orders, but I never thought that you would not be able to give your life for a mere mortal. But for a long time to die so much, you need to fulfill it. Look at what Goku's provoked."
"Don't do it! They have nothing left. They just want to end my life." Daishinkan would create a small sphere of energy that would go into Beerus.
"Goku, please survive and show the true power of a Saiyan."
A gigantic explosion would happen while Beerus' body exploded into hundreds of pieces all over the place.
"That's interesting, because some of you thought turning against us. We won't hesitate to finish you."
The other gods had pounced on Goku, but instantly Daishoken would stretch out one of his hands.
No, it'll be better for you to end the life of the Saiyan Vegeta. I'll personally take the care of ending Son Goku.
Damn it! Whis and Beerus have died! I haven't been able to do anything to help! I'm trash! Daishoken approaching Son Goku, hundreds of blows was given. Although Daishoken didn't move in the slightest, he was able to get generally great damage to Goku's body, which, despite having the Ultra Instinct, fell to the ground injured. While on the other hand, Vegeta's power, despite being gigantic, wasn't able to face these 11 gods and was reduced to mere dust.
Kakarot, I'm sorry for not being useful. Please, Kakarot, I know that you'll be able to take revenge on us, or at least use the last spiritual energy.
Vegeta's soul was leaving the world. He was able to channel his spiritual energy. Even his soul would disappear completely. He was able to generate a great explosion of energy, which, not being powerful, was able to be required to give time for Goku to escape.
I won't allow you to escape. In that case, I'll seal you in a forbidden dimension, from which you will prefer death since you won't be able to get out.
Daishoken put on this seal in the great space of Universe 7, and having the essence of Goku, he was very far away, been dragged into that dimension, which Goku was completely sealed.
You're not able to escape the cursed Son Goku, but with this sealing, you won't be able to be an annoyance for any of the 12 universes.
Daishoken would snap his fingers and destroy planet Earth, eliminating all the Saiyan once and for all in the 12 universes. Meanwhile, entering the dimension, Goku was injured and on the verge of death, but would remember the death of his friends and teachers despite these injuries, and would try to recover some energy in a very alternate dimension. A very different Goku was able to access Super Saiyan 10, which was a forbidden transformation, as it provided power beyond normal understanding. With this power of Super Saiyan 10, you won't be able to do anything against me. His energy was the fusion of three enemies, Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. Being able to merge, they were the super power of the mythical Super Saiyan 5. However, there was a transformation beyond the mortal level, Super Saiyan 10, or the Forbidden Super Saiyan. Goku was able to end the life of his enemy in a single movement, tearing off his head. Despite the fact that Goku sacrificed everything to defeat him, at that moment his friends looked at him in terror. What's going on? I've been able to get this power to protect them. I'd never do anything against them.
Kakarot, I'm sorry, but you'll never be able to control the forbidden power, so we decided to seal you for all eternity.
What did you say? I can't believe you're telling me, Vegeta. At that moment, a golden energy seal, similar to that of Goku's, was able to seal him completely. But when both seals contained the divine energy, the created dimensions had suffered a collapse. And Goku, meditating in a large portal, would be created, similar to him, would fall to the ground, creating a crater. What happened? An identical being to me is able to reach this place. Goku AF would stand up a little dazed, while a few tears started running down his cheeks. I can't believe my own friends. I gave my life for them on multiple occasions, and they do this to me. But Goku AF was surprised to realize that in front of him was a similar being, but with silver hair. Who are you? How are you in this place? This is the place that's made for me. This is the dimension that my friends sealed me for. Wow, it's a pity to hear that, but I'm known as Goku, also known as Kakarot. And this dimension's created for me just like you. I was sealed in this place. What? How is that possible that you're also Goku? This must be madness. But in front of them, the powerful king of the whole, Zeno-sama, would appear, and Zeno-sama of the present was able to realize Goku was sealed in that dimension. So using his energy, he was able to communicate for only 1 minute. I don't have that much time to communicate, but you should know there are too many timelines as well as alternate dimensions. But if you're Zeno-sama, but didn't the whole Divine Kingdom wish to end my life? There's no time, but there's one who planned everything was my counterpart from the future. You two have been sealed by having the power that surpasses all understanding. I'll grant you some knowledge of the Saiyans. I trust you. A great knowledge would be received by them, and they saw the power being released. Goku was able to realize the state even beyond Ultra Instinct was part of Goku AF, and he realized that the Super Saiyan 10 was able to dominate, and there was a transformation even more powerful, the Super Dragon Ball, which was the power of the Dragon God. How are they able to train together to get those miserable bastards? It seems best to me, since both of us have been betrayed by beings we loved. So it's time to destroy everything. Daishenkin, now I understand what you meant, that they would regret it. Thanks to you, you've created a real god of destroyers. Meanwhile, Daishenkin in Zeno-sama's palace would be called to order of his king. Daishenkin, were the gods able to end Son Goku's life?
It's impossible for the gods, but I've taken care of him personally. So there's nothing for you to worry about, my lord.
I understand, Daishenkin. Nothing and no one will be able to get in the way of my reign, since he was my only hindrance. On the other hand, in this dimension, time has passed faster, so their progress was incredible. We don't have to be able to break our limits, no matter how long it takes to get out. We won't die in this place. Even if I fall 100 times, I'll get up. My spirit's strong and has no plans to give up. The great training of these warriors began, and they released all their powers, making the entire dimension tremble by the incredible power that was released. Both Saiyans would train to destroy the ones they protect because they would take their training to the limit, and the bones of both were completely destroyed, but the Saiyans of great resistances, that wasn't a problem. Their thirst for revenge was greater. Hey, we've been training for several years. How much time do you think has passed? I really don't know, but I'm not interested. I just want the power to defeat all these divine energy. That's what I was wanting to ask you. What kind of transformation is that? Is it really of divine energy? It's a state known as Ultra Instinct. It's a state beyond the gods with which my body is able to move freely, which makes hitting me extremely complicated. Wow, that's amazing. I'd love to do that. I know I will because with the training we've been able to perform, we'll become powerful. Exactly. What transformations do you possess? Since when you arrived, I didn't know if I saw wrong because I saw I was still dazed, but I was able to see your body of a silver color? That's the Super Saiyan 10, also the Forbidden Super Saiyan. After the knowledge that your friend Zeno-sama gave us, I know I can master that power. Wow, Super Saiyan 10? I've never heard of that. I've only been able to transform to Super Saiyan 3. Wait a minute, that means you're not able to get Super Saiyan 4 and 5. Wow, of course not. I don't even know there were such transformations. You better get ready because I'm going to test your power with the Ultra Instinct, and you could test the power of the Super Saiyan 4 and 5. Goku AF would stand up, and being able to go through each of his transformations, he was able to access Super Saiyan 4, which surprised Goku. That's amazing! You look like an Ozaru, but you retain several human traits. Your power's amazing! You'll only know that when we fight because I want to see if you can tell me the Ultra Instinct's true. So get ready! Attack when you want, I'm ready! Goku AF and Super Saiyan 4 pounced against Goku. He had not been able to connect a punch. Using much more power, enhancing his speed would grant him a flurry of punches and kicks. No matter the speed, he wasn't able to connect them to Goku. However, at that moment, Goku AF would grant him a fist to the face, and Goku held it. Something I forgot to tell you was that as well as my senses are enhanced to dodge blows, I'm also able to attack involuntarily in lethal points. Before he was able to answer, he sent him flying to the ground, generating a huge explosion, while Goku began to slowly approach. Is that all the power of the Super Saiyan 4? In that case, I have nothing to envy since my power is still superior to that. A great roar would be released from the crater. Light would rise all over the place. An incredible power would be felt since this time Goku AF would be at Super Saiyan 5 max power. He was able to face Angel Z, the most powerful warrior, from that great roar along with a small explosion of energy. He would be in Super Saiyan 5, which would observe Goku with a very intimidating look. I hope you're ready, since you will be able to force me to access Super Saiyan 5. That's impressive for a single warrior. I'm surprised by the appearance, but it doesn't matter all that power. You're still mortal. You require the divine energy to be able to become more powerful. Goku AF would lunge against Goku, who would dodge his punch again, but this time a few drops would fall onto his cheek. Wow, that's amazing! Really, your body moves by will. Doesn't seem enough for your power's limited, and your power is limited. Even if we are the same person, your intelligence is higher than mine, but the only time that matters is when it's destructive power. Both launched themselves against each other, fighting equally. In the realm of the whole, Zeno-sama began to analyze each of the 12 universes, realizing Universe 7 didn't have a god or angel.
Daishinken, come right away!
Daishinken, at the call of his lord, would quickly answer,
Tell me, my lord, what is offered to you? Is there anything that you can help?
What's the reason there's no corresponding deities in Universe 7?
I've overlooked to inform you that the deities of Universe 7 have betrayed us, prefer to fight against us to save Son Goku.
I understand. In that case, name a new god for the Universe 7.
But my lord, naming only one god will be chaos, because if he doesn't possess the guidance of a guardian angel, he would be able to rule him correctly.
Heh, who said we don't have a guardian angel for Universe 7?
Zeno-sama would begin to channel all this energy in his palms and instantly would throw it into a part of the whole realm, generating a small explosion.
At this moment, create and mingle. I name you as the 13th angel.
From all the smoke was a beautiful angel, and Zeno-sama had accessed forbidden techniques of the ancient kings of everything, creating a new angel for Universe 7. My creator, I thank you for the life you give me. Tell me, what is my name? What is my purpose?
Your name is Mikoshin, and the rest will be taken care of by Daishinken. Don't worry, you being an angel created by my power directly, you'll be named the Supreme Angel of the 12 Universes.
Indeed, you have been created by the great Zeno-sama, but your current power is capable of surpassing all angels. At this moment, I'll look for a candidate.
I understand, Daishinken. Mikoshin and I will be waiting for you, so I can give you the required information of your obligations.
Thank you, my lord. I'll leave.
Daishinken would leave for the 12 universes trying to find a candidate of a god of destruction. He'd remember the warrior of the Tournament of Power, Toppo, was able to access the state of a god.
Toppo's the perfect candidate, because having mastered the energy of destruction, he has the required knowledge of each of the universes.
Daishinken, with the dimensional change, would reach Universe 11 to the planet of the god Bellmound, with him training along with Jiren and Toppo, so Margarita had stopped their training completely.
What's wrong with you, Margarita? I didn't say stop. We must continue to become more powerful.
I haven't stopped because of you, the bad circumstance, but please, Mr. Bellmound, look at who's at the top of our planet.
I don't care who the clown is at the top. Right now, I plan to end his existence.
But Bellmound looked up and he would see incredible terror when he realized it was Daishinken-sama.
But if it's the mighty Daishinken-sama, I apologize for what I said. Don't worry, Bellmound. I've come here with the help of the warrior Toppo. I'll explain quickly. With the death of Beerus, Universe 7 needs the presence of a god, and Toppo's the perfect candidate. I understand, Daishinken-sama. I'll inform him right now. After a few minutes, he would approach Daishinken. Mighty Daishinken-sama, it's an honor for me to be the god of destruction of Universe 7. Who will be my guardian angel? You don't have to worry about that. We already have the perfect guardian angel for you.
Mikoshin would appear from the portal and would instantly appear. She would shake the entire Universe 11. While in overwhelming pressure, she was able to have everyone fall to their knees, even while Daishinken had a hard time standing.
Mikoshin, decrease your power right now.
I'm sorry, Daishinken-sama. I'm still coupling to all the power of an angel.
Don't worry, just train your energy more. He'll be your new apprentice, the god of Universe 7.
Mikoshin would stand by Toppo. It'll be a pleasure to attend you. To be your teacher, I'll try my best as the guardian of the 12 universes. You won't regret it.
Nice to meet you, Mikoshin. I guess that's your name, since I've heard that's how Daishinken-sama called you.
You're right. So we better retire to our universe. With your permission, we say goodbye. And that's how the new deities of Universe 7 headed to their respective universe. Father, a consultation? Who has a new angel? Since I haven't been able to recognize her.
She's a supreme angel. Zeno-sama created her, and despite having a few account hours, her power's greater than all of you.
Daishinken would disappear from Universe 11, leaving them a little surprised.
I didn't expect that. I didn't know Zeno-sama could create an angel. I thought that only the creator god had that ability.
I agree with you, Bellmound-sama. Something very strange is happening.
So, that moment Toppo is the new god of Universe 7. This will be interesting. What happened to the ancient deities in Universe 7?
On the other hand, returning to the dimension, both warriors were in an even battle. Goku's reflexes could dodge many more blows, while the few that connected with him were of overwhelming power.
I can't believe that even in my Super Saiyan 5 state, I can't do anything against him.
but I can't afford to lose humiliatingly.
Don't worry, because despite everything, your power's amazing. You made me use 88% of my power. I'm sure you will become more powerful.
You wear the Super Saiyan 10 and by the words claims everything of this world. I'll show you forbidden power that I'm able to master. Goku AF went to base state and releasing power that emanated on this occasion not that of a mortal or of a god, but an unknown essence. And Goku would form a barrier, since this pressure he would release was madness. The power he's able to unleash is amazing. If he's not the master of that, I'm sure my body can completely explode. Instantly, an incredible pressure would be present in that dimension, which a Super Saiyan 10 of Goku AF would be observed. This is my max power. I hope you can cope with me since I can't control my strength. Goku, about to say something, wouldn't be able to, since that fist would send him flying into a lake, creating hundreds of rays due to that power. Goku would be able to reach the surface, fall to his knees, and blood would scatter all over the battlefield. Goku would look up, observing a big skeleton formed in all of Goku AF's aura. The underworld itself would be released from his body, which chills would run through his body.
You're no ordinary being, but I'm not giving up.
No matter what you do, this is the ultimate power of a Super Saiyan. Both began to exchange several blows. Goku's fists were simply caress on Goku AF's body, since his whole body looked like impenetrable armor. Goku would take a little distance while spitting out some blood.
In this moment, I'll show you all my power. The power that sleeps inside me.
Goku would clench his fists, and amazing power released over the battlefield. He and his counterpart was able to obtain a new power thanks to Zeno-sama's knowledge. Goku's hair would begin to grow in a way that Goku AF would be surprised because the power he released was make him to retreat a few meters from a great explosion of energy, making Goku Ultra Instinct Phase 3, leaving Goku AF surprised. Wow, I didn't know you had all that hidden power. Apparently, I haven't been the only one hiding power, so attack me and show me that power.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do, because if you're not interested to see my movements, you have a great resistance and I know you'll endure it.
Goku pounced against Goku AF. Even though his power increased, it wasn't enough to overcome that forbidden Super Saiyan. However, Goku AF was right. He was in the transformation that was forbidden, not controlling it completely. His bones would be destroyed, and he would not give in to Goku's blows. The battle would continue for a few days, both possessed by unlimited energy. They'd continue, however, and this time both of them were exhausted, so they'd take a little distance.
You're amazing! I never thought that my biggest rival would be myself from another alternate dimension. I'm amazing!
Same way, but in the next blow, I plan to end this battle. Goku AF in his transformation as Super Saiyan 10 would gather a bunch of energy in his body, charging for a last attack, creating an incredible energy dragon. Goku, without caring about the damage to his body, would increase his power, taking it to the limit.
I don't think it'll end this way. At this moment, I'll use God Dragon's Blow in the same way.
Goku was able to channel this power and throw his punch. Both dragons colliding, not being able to observe a clear winner, both dragons would explode, destroying everything around them. Both warriors would fall, but Goku AF would stand up, while Goku, using much more of his power to withstand, thousands of lightning bolts scattered from his body, generating great damage. Apparently, we've pushed our bodies to the limit, because if not, you wouldn't have caused disasters in this dimension, and I would have been the winner. At the end, Goku AF would fall out of combat and his counterpart over the Universe 7. Toppo, along with his new angel Mikoshin, were inspecting each of the planets.
Mikoshin, can you tell me what happened to the existence of Son Goku? Of course, Toppo-sama. Allow me a moment to explain.
Mikoshin, with the help of Bakulo, would begin to search for all the information of the Saiyan Son Goku, until a moment in which he was locked up by the great Daishinken.
Apparently this Goku what you're talking about has broken most important rule of the 12 universes, refusing an order from the high-ranking beings. And for that, the gods were informed they should eliminate him.
What is it that you told me? Are you sure?
Of course! Apparently, the Saiyan Son Goku was offered a position of the god of destruction, but when he refused, he was a potential enemy, since according to my data, mortals surpassed all the gods.
You're right. They are Goku in the Tournament of Power. It was a Saiyan, but he even surpassed the mortals. It's important that some of the normal ones had surpassed the gods, but I can't believe you're telling me this.
Indeed, you have been offered this position because multiple gods refused to end Son Goku's life, but these other deities were able to give their lives for the Saiyan Son Goku.
Everything you're telling me makes it hard for me to believe. Thanks to Son Goku, all of us were able to return. But do you know why they wanted him to become a god of destruction? That's the reason.
The only reason I could come up was Son Goku disobeyed the great beings of the Kingdom of All, and his power rose consistently. These beings wanted to keep an eye on him, but opposing the most feasible thing was the end.
I understand. I appreciate the information. It'll be helpful. I have to communicate with Jiren, and this is bad more than I thought. The latter would only think, while the other would turn to the planet. Once they arrived, Mikosha would stand in front of Toppo, adopting a battle pose. Why are you in attack pose? Have we finished the training for today, or is there something missing? Mikoshin wouldn't answer, but would incredible pressure fall on the universe, while Mikoshin gave millions of cuts through space-time. Mikoshin was testing his abilities, while the Zeno-sama was able to grant him.
Wow, really, the power that King's able to grant's amazing!
So that's the real power of Zeno-sama. But it leaves me amazed that a being who's capable of destroying everything is also capable of creating.
I apologize, Toppo-sama. I just wanted to try the power with which was great Zeno-sama. But of course, if you want to train, we can.
Toppo at the moment remembered the exhibition and the Tournament of Power. There were 2 Zeno-samas, and Mikoshin mentioned that he created one of them. Mikoshin, have you created both Zeno-samas or just one of them?
I've been created by Zeno-sama, but the moment of my existence, I haven't been able to find another one. And that information's impossible for me to find.
So, something serious has happened in the Divine Realm. Goku AF was able to wake up. Multiple bones destroyed, and he would start meditating while his counterpart woke up. That combat's the most destructive I've had. I never thought of a dimension so powerful, but I was able to master all this power to prove those traitors that this power was able to control itself. Goku AF would train, while in this part, the Kingdom of the Whole Zeno-sama was very thoughtful. One of the rulers of the second multiverse contacted him thanks to immeasurable mental power. You're Zeno. I'll be in your multiverse soon, as something very strange has been happening. I don't know why it is, but I have to review something you've done. Zeno-sama wouldn't answer, and he'd expel a great power, destroying a large part of the place, and for Daishaken to come to his side. My lord, what happened? To what does this great expulsion of power do?
Damn Daishaken, a ruler from the second multiverse is planning to enter our multiverse right now.
I don't understand. Is something wrong? Isn't it customary for powerful beings to do this?
Of course. But if he's able to notice the prisoner we have, I'm sure he won't be interested in anything and will destroy our multiverse.
The two were arguing, and then a powerful being was on top of the entire palace, which was completely observing everything happening. Well, this is interesting. Apparently, Zeno-sama is able to keep the king of the whole in this dimension prisoner. That means the damn dwarf is the king of the whole of another different timeline. But my lord, what can we do, or is there anything to do?
The only thing that could save us would be a much more powerful to end his life in battle.
Instantly, power would be felt by the warriors. Daishaken would fall to his knees, and Zeno-sama was difficultly standing.
Who's there? Don't you know that I'm the king of everything in this multiverse?
Of course I know you, imposter, but I don't think you belong to this timeline. Don't worry, I didn't come here for that. This is amazing. The mighty omnipotent god Akumo, father of the Saiyans, is the first time he visits our multiverse.
Akumo-sama, excuse my manners, tell me, how can I help you?
I won't prevent Kronos to end your life, since his power is compared to mine, although in every battle we had, I always made him believe our power was equal.
I really appreciate it, but I understand this will not be thank you. What's the price you have? That you, the omnipotent god and Akumo, can give us your help?
At that moment, nothing. I want to make sure of your support, because I want the most powerful multiverse. We can make a truce. Despite possessing incredible power, I won't defeat Raikon, who is born with the power of omnipotence, but also the power of destruction.
Excuse me for intruding, but is it possible that a god's able to have both energies completely different? That's what's said of something impossible. Since birth, his power was so great that without hesitation, his entire multiverse became the #1 multiverse, because no one was able to face him. His power is completely unlimited.
I understand. If you want to help my multiverse and want to collaborate in the same way when you face my brother, am I wrong?
Despite the mentality of a child, you do think clearly. You're right, I wish to help take the throne from him.
Count on me, because if we don't do it the same way, we'll be destroyed. But until day comes to fight Raikon, we can become more powerful. We won't be eliminated so easily.
I'm pleased to hear that. In that case, I want you to grant me a room in this palace, since I will be in this place until Kronos gets here.
Of course. I really thank you, Akumo. Daishiken, prepare his room so that he'll be able to rest.
Of course, Zeno-sama. As you say.
Daishiken would leave, and returning to Goku's dimension, he was able to wake up, but unlike his counterpart, Goku had several wounds, and he remained out of combat. His body regenerated thanks to his wounds not being serious.
Wow, the power you possess is amazing. I'm surprised you're able to beat me using that power. But this time, we'll be able to finish him off.
Goku would access Ultra Instinct and would be in meditation pose. Goku AF was surprised by the physical resistance that his counterpart possessed. Both warriors concentrated on healing their wounds for the next few months, and at this time they were healed and were observed.
The power we're able to get is incredible, but this time our master of powers is the max to get out of here. I completely agree, let's do it!
Both would understand divine energy and understand angelic energies thanks to the wisdom of Zeno-sama, and would take their power to the next level, and they spent about 1,000,000 linear in this place, and their power grew supernaturally. Since they opened their eyes, a great destruction was seen over the place, and the kingdom of the whole Kronos arrived after spending approximately 6 months.
I knew that something was happening. I'm able to feel the essence of 2 kings of all, which means the king of all the alternate dimensions in this place.
But his subject engulfed in flames began to approach Kronos, while his aura rose all over the place, just as a great power was leaving surprised him.
But Akumo, what the hell are you supposed to be doing here? Didn't you know that? You better shut up. I don't want to listen to your words. I'm only in this place to prevent Zeno-sama's death, so you better get ready. You can calm down. You better know than anyone that you're no match for me, so you better get out of my way and I'll overlook this disrespect.
Both warriors were arguing and would smile. They would raise a large part of their power, being able to destroy the dimension completely, which was said to be impossible. Instantly, a gigantic power was seen by the 4 multiverses. Even the power was so great that in the first multiverse, powerful omnipotent god Raikon would stand up and would expel some of his power.
Well, over millions of years, a guy's been able to get my attention.
The power of both warriors would continue to rise incredibly, destroying everything.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.